Hello, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk Episode 4. My name is Anthony the Mark.
And I am Tony the Father.
Today, we are going to talk some wrestling news, give our WrestlePalooza predictions, and play a game of Keep 3, Cut 5. Father, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I had a good day, productive. Got a lot of wrestling this weekend, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, I think the day was highlighted by our new Father's Championship. Shout out to Den Mother JMO for getting this for the show. We appreciate it. This is going to be a championship that our community can fight for. Right now, we got Jose Money Martinez. He's the champion, and I know he will be putting that title on the line soon. So let's talk some news to start. The big piece of news that has been dominating headlines for the last week is that WrestleMania 43 is officially announced for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tony, I see the thumbs down. Why are you so upset?
Come on, WWE. It's all about money with them. That's all they care about, TKO, is who's going to pay them more. Next year, we'll have Saudi Arabia again. It's probably going to bounce back and forth from a couple locations forever now. I don't like it out of the country. You know what? It's one thing you're doing more and more shows overseas. That's fine. I get it. I know it's about money. You want to get your worldwide audience. But look at the NFL. Look at baseball. Look at other sporting events, basketball. They have games overseas. They go into other markets. I don't see the Super Bowl going out of the country or the World Series or the NBA title, but all I see is WWE outside of the country for WrestleMania. You can't do that. And they're taking away how many weeks before WrestleMania? Are they going to be here in the United States or are they going to be abroad overseas? So all the storytelling is going to get built up overseas. We have to watch it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when we're used to watching Raw at 8 o'clock at night. All the pay events, the times are different. They don't care about nobody but themselves with the money, and I'm getting a little tired of it. I'm not happy with it at all. This really got me upset. It really has. WrestleMania belongs in the United States. That's it.
I agree, Father. It upsets me too, and especially when you hear Mark Shapiro, who is the president of TKO, he comes out with these comments regarding ticket prices right now and how he wants to maximize and make even more money, citing Vince McMahon, his pricing for tickets. He was doing it more towards a family dynamic. And it just doesn't seem like WWE is going to be like that anymore. It seems like they're going to be maximizing every single ticket. And you see that with this move to Saudi Arabia or WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. But, if I can throw the positive wrinkle in the cap, it is this. The Saudi Arabians want The Rock to wrestle again, and I want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns. We almost had it at WrestleMania 40. We threw it away so that way we could get Cody Rhodes and make him our champion. Let's get The Rock versus Roman in Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania 43.
Not happening. Do you see The Rock? He shrunk. He's a shrunken Rock. Who wants to see him in the ring now?
Me.
No, it's not going to be the same. It's not. Rock is imposing. He's big. He's muscles. He's got that superhero look about him. He's shriveled up now. He lost 30 pounds of muscle. He dropped 80 pounds. He's not wrestling Roman. I don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it. It's not happening. And another point I want to make. Did you see the look on everybody's face in the background when Triple H announced they were going to do WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia? Besides Liv Morgan, she had a little bit of a smile on her face. Everybody else was stone-faced. The women don't want to go there. Think about it. They got to be covered up during the day. They can't show their face. They have to wear bodysuits. They can't express themselves in the right way. And I remember Bianca Belair. She got booed in Saudi Arabia last time. So I'm not a big fan of this at all.
I agree with you. I'm not a big fan of it. Liv Morgan, she is a company gal. She is going to put on a smile, and I guarantee you she will be involved heavily at WrestleMania 43. Remember, one and only women's crown jewel champion, Liv Morgan. You know, when I talk about The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 43, they also said maybe Cody gets involved. That is me trying to look at the positives, but I echo what the father is saying. This sucks. The idea that we can't get a ticket and go to see the show, WrestleMania's in Las Vegas this year. We get a flight out there. We get tickets and we could go see it. We're not going to Saudi Arabia. So
nobody's not, except if you're filthy rich, you're going to be going over there. That's what it's all about, is the money. It's just about the money. TKO doesn't care if you or I go, but they don't care if the guy down the street goes. or if the guy that works real hard and him and his kids want to go to WrestleMania once a year and he puts aside, they don't care about those type of people. They just don't care. And their stock keeps going like this. Keeps going up. Their stock's over $200 a share now. $200 a share, their stock. And they're making money hand over fist, and they don't care. They're greed. More. It's never enough. More. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is just going to be what we can expect with WWE from now on, is they are going to do whatever financially benefits them. And if that means taking their biggest show of the year and putting it in Saudi Arabia, they're going to do it. So, yeah, it sucks.
Where's the Royal Rumble?
Saudi.
Oh, when's that?
2026.
Oh, yeah. Watch, all the pay events will be overseas pretty soon. I can't even go to the house shows. They're canceling house shows all over the place. I got a friend. He loves taking his sons down to the house show at Madison Square Garden. That's canceled this year.
No, it's not canceled. We spoke about this. They moved it to Baltimore in Maryland, but
they moved it. But you know what? You know how many shows are canceled throughout the country, Raw and SmackDown? There's so many areas that don't have it no more. They did away with them all over the place.
Do you have facts? Or you just
I have facts.
What's your fact?
Every time there's a show overseas, where do you think it's going from? They're pulling it out of where they used to have it in Kansas or Wyoming or once a year in Utah. Those shows are gone.
There's no guarantee that you're going to have an international buildup like we had this year. They had an international tour leading up to WrestleMania. There's no guarantee WWE is going to do that.
But where they going next month?
They are going overseas next month.
They're in Perth.
They're going to
My
Australia.
point is, take a look at 5 years ago.
No,
Take
you're
a look
right.
at
You're
now.
right. You're right.
See how many
You're right.
shows are canceled throughout the United States and where they are. I'm not making this up. It's a fact. This is a fact. And we got to get used to it. And if we do want to go to a show in the U.S., you got to rob a bank to go because it's ridiculous. The money that you have to spend to go to a wrestling event. It's just crazy. It's just out of control. And I can only hope that it blows up in their face because they're not going to stop. Everybody higher up is too powerful. They're all on the same page. The Triple H's of the world, they have nothing to do with this. They're just a mouthpiece. And it's just, it's making me a little upset, as you can tell. I'm a little annoyed about going overseas. I don't like it for WrestleMania.
Yeah, again, it sucks. And it seems like WWE, TKO, they're going to do whatever they can to make the most money possible. And a way that they will be saving money, last bit of news we're going to talk about before we give our predictions, is Andrade was released from the company this past week. And I don't think it was because of budget cuts or anything. Apparently, Andrade failed a wellness policy.
The drug test.
He failed a drug test. Maybe no-showed a couple of events, and WWE decided to just wipe their hands with him, and he's gone. That's it.
Let me tell you something. They're looking for reasons to get rid of wrestlers. They had cuts 2 weeks ago in corporate too. That a lot of people don't know. I don't know how many people got cut. There was a handful, but there was some good, hardworking people that were there for a while. They just let go on Friday. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. You're fired. That's it. They don't care. Just like what they did with Andrade, what they did with Braun Strowman, R-Truth that we got him back. Karrion Kross, what happened to him? He's gone. Where's Carlito? You know what? The list is going to go on and on. And people like Roman Reigns, I'm telling you, I made this prediction. I told you, Roman Reigns will not be with the company after his contract is up in 2026. 2026, his contract's up. I think right after WrestleMania, his contract's up. And I guarantee he's not re-signed unless he takes a huge pay cut because they're not going to give him $20 million for 10 days a year. It's not happening, Roman. So good luck with your movie career. Besides the way, you do look good in the movies, Roman. I like it. You and Jason, nice.
I hope that isn't true with Roman Reigns. He is my favorite, the tribal chief. I'm always in his corner, but we'll see. WWE, TKO, like we just said, all about the money. And speaking of that money, a lot of that is going towards the first ever ESPN premium live event, that being WrestlePalooza. So enough with the negative. Let's talk some positive because we do have a great show coming up this weekend. And I am excited. I think overall, we got a great card, top to bottom. We got 5 matches that we're going to talk about. First being John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
That's going to be incredible. You know, I've been thinking about this match for about a week now, and I have no idea who is going to win this match. I could see Brock. I got reasons why Brock Lesnar should win. He just came back. What are you going to do? Have Brock Lesnar lose? He just came back from hiatus, the beast, and this and that. He's a big bad Brock Lesnar. He's pinned. You know what? But then what do you do with John? Does John Cena take the pin or does he lose the match? Now, going forward, the last couple of months with John, does he lose a little momentum or you give John the win where he can build on something? Now, who's John Cena's next opponent? He just beat Brock Lesnar. Everybody's thinking like that. So I don't know which way we're going to go with this. I don't have an opinion. Who's going to win?
That's the whole point of the show is it's a prediction show, Tony. You're supposed to predict.
Oh. Brock Lesnar will beat John Cena. Maybe he pins him, maybe he don't, but I think Brock Lesnar gets the decision going forward. The Beast comes back. He takes down Cena. That's the father's prediction.
I agree. Cena's only got 6 dates left, so here's how it's going to happen. In my head, Brock Lesnar is going to beat the holy piss out of John Cena, and he's going to write him off TV for a little bit because we have John up and through the end of the year. So with only 6 dates, you kind of have to space them out a little bit. Maybe you can advertise them beforehand. Maybe you even announce an opponent beforehand. So write John Cena off, give Brock Lesnar a big win, welcome him back to the company in a winning way. And, perhaps with that win over John Cena, maybe he will set his sights on the WWE Championship, which will be defended by the current champion, Cody Rhodes, against Drew McIntyre in the biggest title fight of the night. Tony, what are we predicting here?
This is pretty simple for me. Cody Rhodes will definitely retain. He just took the belt off of John Cena. I can't see him losing it to Drew, although I wouldn't mind it. I'm not going to lie. But I got Cody Rhodes defeating Drew McIntyre. Going forward, Cody's the champ.
I could see Cody winning. Absolutely. 100%. Makes a lot of sense. It's his first championship defense since winning the title at SummerSlam. However, last week, I said my upset pick was Drew McIntyre winning the WWE Championship, and Mama didn't raise no fool. I am putting on my titanium underpants, and I am predicting Drew McIntyre to win the WWE Championship at ESPN's first premium live event. It is a huge show. They want it to be advertised and booked and feel like a top 4 or 5 pay-per-view of the year. How do you do that? You put the title on Drew McIntyre, and you make the event feel like a big deal. Drew McIntyre, new WWE Champion, WrestlePalooza.
All right. What the hell is titanium underwear?
It's metal underwear.
Is that SpongeBob underwear?
Where do you get SpongeBob from titanium underwear?
Doesn't SpongeBob have those different underwear he wears?
He's got box.
Yeah, but they're titanium.
Pants. I don't think so.
They have to be. He's underwater. It would rust.
It's more symbolic of, you gotta, I don't even know really what it means. I've heard it on another podcast. Moving on from one champion to another. The women's world championship, which is vacant currently, Naomi released it due to being pregnant, is on the line when Stephanie Vaquer challenges Io Sky. Tony, who do you think has a chance of walking out with the title?
To me, this is going to be another match, go either way, but I got Stephanie Vaquer taking the title from Io. I do. Io had the title after WrestleMania. What did she do with it? What did they do with it?
A lot of nothing.
How many title matches did she have in 3 months? None.
She might have had one.
Well, maybe one. I got Stephanie. Stephanie's hot right now. She's way over. Put the title on the kid. Let her keep it till Perth. And then Rhea's in Perth. That's Australia. You know what I think about that. Australia, I don't care who's got the title for the next 40 days. They're going to be in Perth, Australia. Mommy's always on top. In her own country, she's getting that title. So I got Stephanie beating Io. Give the kid a title. She's the newcomer. She's hot right now. She's way over. Put the title on her. Let her run with it for 30, 40 days, and then relinquish it. I think it'd be great for her career going forward. I hope Stephanie takes the title this Saturday.
Yeah, I think this is one of the toughest matches to predict just because of the uncertainty with Rhea looming in the background. And not to mention Naomi, if she was the champion right now, she probably would be retaining over either one of these women, right, Tony?
I concur, Doctor.
So here's my prediction. I think Io Sky is actually going to win, and I'll tell you why. She's proven that she can hold the gold before, and I think you have an amazing feud with her versus Asuka, maybe even Kairi Sane. The Kabuki Warriors, we know their history with Damage Control, and let's be honest, Stephanie, she's been on the main roster for a cup of coffee. Are we really going to throw the jetpack on her back and give her the world title right away?
Why not? Number one, like I said, she's hot right now, and she's way over.
She's not on television.
Everybody loves Stephanie right now. I think she's way over, and like a point I made before, you had the title on Io, she didn't do nothing. But riddle me this, Batman. You think Io and Asuka are going to have that feud coming up?
Yes.
Do you need a title to make that interesting?
No.
You don't. That's my point. You don't need a title to make
But
that
you need
interesting.
Stephanie and Rhea to have a title to make it interesting?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah. In Perth, Australia? Yeah.
You just said Stephanie's so hot right now. If she's
But-
so hot, why does she need the title?
Because she's the newbie. She's the newcomer. She's going to be here for years, hopefully. She just came up. I agree with your point. She just came up from NXT. Put the title on her. Give her a little taste for 40 days. Take it away from her. Let her build her character. I think it's a smart move.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. We'll see what happens. Next, let's talk about the Oos.
Oh!
It's like a Godzilla movie. Versus Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. This one's interesting, Tony. I have my thoughts on it, but I'm curious to hear your prediction first.
Well, the thing we're a little up in air about is Jey Uso. You know, what's he doing? Is he trying to take Roman's role? Is that what he is?
He's feuding with LA Knight right now.
He kind of shook LA Knight's hand and he got backstabbed. So now's the wall going to come up again? He's afraid he doesn't. I personally want to see the Uso Penitentiary back together. So I'm excited for this. The Usos are back. I think that's the path both of these guys are on. You know, Jimmy Uso's he's not going to be a singles wrestler. I think Jay's single days, his best single days are behind him now. So I think the Uso Penitentiary definitely comes back. And how can I not want to root for that? So I definitely got the Usos winning this match over Breaker and Bronson Reed.
I agree with you. I'm excited that the Uso Penitentiary and the Usos are back. But let's be honest. Who needs the win? Bronson Reed just lost to Roman Reigns at Clash in Paris. Braun Breaker has taken a pin recently. And you know, the Vision lack credibility at the moment without Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins is obviously working with Becky Lynch. So Braun and Bronson are kind of on an island. And let's talk about it. Jimmy and Jay, they were butting heads a little bit on Monday Night Raw because of LA Knight. Jimmy ended up teaming with LA Knight in the main event, much to the chagrin of Jey Uso. So will that play a factor? I say yes. So give me Braun and Bronson Reed.
Fair point.
Winning this match. All right. Now we're going to finish with perhaps the match everybody is most excited for, and that is the returning match of AJ Lee, 10 years removed from her last WWE match. She will be teaming with her husband, CM Punk, against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Power couple versus power couple, Tony.
This is going to be the Hollywood power couple versus the average Joe power couple. That's how I look at it. Hollywood versus average Joe. There's no way AJ Lee is out 10 years and she comes back and gets pinned.
I agree.
Forget about it. It's not happening. Forget about it. You heard it here. It's not happening. So what I want to see is AJ Lee win this match with CM Punk. I'd love to see AJ Lee somehow pinning Becky Lynch, and it sets forward what everybody wants to see, put AJ right into that title opportunity with Becky.
I agree 100%. We haven't agreed on much on today's show, but that I 1,000% agree with. Give AJ Lee the win. It's her first match in 10 years, like we said. Have her come back on a positive note. Have her be next in line to challenge Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship, and we can do CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Maybe their blow-off feud capper, because they've been feuding for what feels like years at this point. So let's put that feud to bed with a definitive singles match, CM Punk, Seth Rollins as well.
We can have Perth, Australia, incredible. Becky versus AJ, Seth versus CM Punk on the same card.
Yeah, that would be great.
How cool would that be? And then Rhea defeats Stephanie to win the title.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that.
That's happening. So that would be incredible. And I think that's what they do going forward.
It is shaping up to be a great card. What are you guys most excited for? Whose predictions do you agree with more? We want to hear all about it in the comments. And if you aren't following us on all of our social media platforms, please do so. We are at It's Real to Us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. On YouTube, here we are at It's Real to Us 1. Okay, the plug is out of the way. The predictions are done. The news is in the rear view mirror. So, Tony, we have just one more thing to do. We're going to play a game.
Oh, I thought you said we had a snack time. Isn't it Jello pudding time or something?
Jello pudding?
Yeah, snack time. You know, snack time. I could take a cookie, Jello pudding, cake, cannoli. You know, there's a lot of things, you know.
I thought you were actually referring to some sort of pudding that was also Jello.
Yeah, Jello. You never had Jello pudding?
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's a little pudding cup. Jello makes it. No,
but is it chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate, vanilla, swirl. I like the swirl.
But it's chocolate gelatin?
It's Jello pudding.
I don't think. What's that thing from Billy Madison? Snack pack?
Yeah, it's like a snack pack what Billy Madison had. Same thing.
I don't think
They
that's.
don't make them no more.
I don't think that's a
I used
thing.
to get them when I was younger.
Okay. Keep 3, cut 5. We got a specific topic. I'm going to give Tony 8 wrestlers blind, and he's going to have to decide one by one whether or not he wants to keep a wrestler or cut a wrestler. Again, he has to keep 3 and he has to cut 5. Tony
This is hard because it's blind, and you got 8 very good or great wrestlers, and it's so to nail this, it's difficult, but I can do it.
Keep 3 and cut 5 of these WWE Hall of Fame wrestlers.
Hall of Famers. Doesn't have to be men, women. Is it just men? Is it both? Or can you give me a little clue or not? Because that makes a huge difference.
I am not going to give you any clues.
Come on. So you're telling me it could be men and women?
Can be.
Hall of Famers?
Could be just female. Could be just male.
All right. I'm going to roll the dice. Go ahead. Let's go.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. You're talking about Hall of Famers. I love Mick Foley. He's number 1 on this list. He's a great wrestler. Mankind, Mick Foley, Dude Love, bang, bang. You know, how do you cut him? But I have to. He's number 1. You're talking Hall of Famers. Mick Foley's great, but there's so many more Hall of Famers that I could keep. So I'm sorry, dude. You're out.
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, another guy right away. What do you do with Eddie? Eddie's one of the all-time greats. He's loved by everybody, but he's number 2 on my list here. And there's so many guys out there that could be kept. I got to let Eddie go. This could blow up on me, but I got to let Eddie go.
Letting go of Mick and Eddie early. Let's see if he ends up regretting that. Kurt Angle.
I'm rolling the dice here. This could be a major, major blow up. I'm cutting Kurt. I'm letting him go because I got so many guys in my head. Now it's going to get tough, but I let Mick Foley, Kurt Angle, and Eddie go. I got no, let's go. I'm letting the first 3 guys go. Go ahead.
Letting go of a lot of good talent.
Great talent. They're Hall of Famers. They're all great talent.
Booker T.
Oh, my God. Now, what do I do with Booker T? Booker T's got to go. I got to let him go because these other guys are ahead of him.
Because he's not as good in your opinion as the other guys.
I gotta let him go. If I let Kurt and Eddie go and Mick, I gotta let Booker go. I'm sorry, he's right there with those guys, but he's not head and shoulders above them.
Father, there is no guarantee that there are better wrestlers coming.
I'm rolling the dice. I'm a gambling man. I've always been a gambling man. I usually lose though, but I'm gonna roll the dice. I gotta let Booker T go.
So you have to keep 3 out of the next 4 wrestlers. Rowdy Piper.
I'm happy right now because Rowdy Piper, what he did for this game and what he did for wrestling in and out of the ring, I have no problem keeping Mr. Piper on my list. He is my first keeper.
Okay, you've got 3 wrestlers left. You got to keep 2. You got to cut 1. Rey Mysterio.
If it wasn't for Eddie, you wouldn't have a Rey. But Rey has done so much for wrestling and he's been relevant for so long.
So if you don't keep him, you're defaulting into keeping the last 2.
I'm defaulting into keeping the last 2. There's so many great guys that you haven't even mentioned on this list. See, I got caught. These are Hall of Famers. They're all great, but there's otherwise out there that I would have kept. What do I'm going to let Rey go. I'm rolling the dice, baby. Let's go. Mama needs a new pair. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. I'm rolling the dice, baby. I'm going to let Rey go, and I got the last 2 guys on the list, and my fingers are crisscrossed. These are Hall of Famers.
These are Hall of Famers, so you have defaulted and will be keeping the last 2 wrestlers. The first wrestler who you're keeping is Goldberg.
Goldberg's great Hall of Famer, but I have no choice. I have to keep him. Would I have kept him over some of these guys? I'm not going to lie. No, I wouldn't have, but he's on my list. Next.
And your last keeper is the Great Khali.
And I got the Great Khali. So I got to keep Great Khali. Would I have kept him? No, my list is horrible. This is the worst blind ranking list I think I've ever done. This is bad. This is real bad.
He did so bad.
Can we do this over?
No.
Can I get a do-over?
Nope.
Oh, my God. What about, there's so many guys out there. Nobody was on this list. This is a trap. This is a trap. If you're doing this blind out there, which I know a lot of people are going to do, you're going to get caught like me. So I don't like my list at all. They're all great wrestlers, but I would not. You know what? I'm going to refer. I would have kept Roddy Piper. Okay. I would have kept Eddie Guerrero, and I would have kept Kurt Angle. If I could do that now all over, those would be my keepers.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We will be live streaming both AEW All Out and WWE WrestlePalooza this weekend, a part of our It's Real to Us second ever streamathon. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come and hang out. Until then, I'm Anthony the Mark.
And I am Tony the Father, and we have Streamapalooza this weekend, and I can't wait. And Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Roddy Piper, whoever comes up with those three is a winner on that list.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.